Hi, this is your boy Shanima FX. It's been a long for me to make a video and post, so this is the part 2 of my strategy Msnr plus CRG plus SMC. These are all combined all together. As you all know, our roadmap or let me say checklist to our strategy is what we have. I think is it 5 or 6. So the first we see that is what the first we want to know the trend or direction of the market from the higher time frame, right? Possibly weekly or daily. And the second we say that let us be able to tell the previous closest price action. The thirdly, identify where market react on before. You understand where it likely to react from and where it's going to. And what go like let me see, you now go over to pick your preferred time frame to build your bias from. Like example, let's start with daily. Some are starting with weekly, and also weekly is good. So daily H4, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. As if you followed me from the previous, you are going to know all this time frame alignment that I use. So, and then we see what spot your daily CRG and make sure the second candle touches a key level, be it weekly or daily. So in this case, you can use 2 or 3 time frame alignment, either the from H4. Some are using H4, like for me in my previous before and after of market. If you check, sometimes I use H4. You understand? Sometimes I use H4 for the CRT and 5 minutes, 15 minutes for my entry. So you can use 4 hour 5 minutes, 15 minutes for your entry, and from daily to 1 hour, or daily H4 and 15 minutes. For today class is what? From daily to H4 and 15 minutes. So follow me to the end. So what are we looking at? From this chart here, I bring out this is a key level. So in our daily, this is how we are going to be seeing the candle is. So these are bullish candle, right? And these are daily closing candle. Rejection, right? That's a rejection. It's rejecting from this key level. That's what we want to see in daily. When we came to our H4, what are we going to be looking at? In H4, we want to see this breakout. This is a breakout. We want to see this breakout. So when we find out breakout, we now come and do what? Bring out those possible key level under what? Wait. Under H4 time frame. So this is the breakout here. Let me delete this. So here's the breakout, right? So we need to mark so that when market touches and we see any rejection, we now go back to our 15 minute, 30 minute for the re-entry. So this is our apex, QM and OC will be around here like this. So any of the market, when we see a rejection, that's our liquidity. Either we see a rejection from this candle here, or here again, or here. Anyone, let me see a rejection and closing above the key level, we'll be using that key level. That's it. So when you mark this on your 4 hour, what are you going to be waiting for? Just a rejection. When you see a rejection, you're waiting for what? A rejection candle. That's it. When you get this rejection, we are not taking direct entry. We are not, because the SL will be like that huge now. So we need to like break. When you get this rejection from H4, you now want quickly go to 15 minutes for your entry, right? So in 15 minutes, you'll be seeing the series of what? High lows, high high, high low, higher high, high low, lower high, higher low. So when it came to these are higher high, higher low, it now break this higher low here to give us market structure, change of character, whatever you want to call it. So we have got it, and you now wait for what? Your liquidity. right? And you're now bouncing. That's it. Your SL will be tight, like you now mark the what? The CRT high. That first candle. That first candle. Don't make it even one, don't add even 1 inch. Like if you can't just, if there is any, like this key level, don't target the wick, just sometimes target the body or almost to the end, because sometimes market like really to reject, like came back to and use this SBR and now continue entry, right? Sometimes CRT does that. So this is it, and that's how the candle will come and form again. It come and look like this. The candle will come and look like this. Right? That's what we'll be expecting when the market delivers. So let me just take you into the chart and show you something beautiful. That's my life market, and that's what I'm expecting. Oh, the network's a little bit. Oh, fuck up. Okay. I think this was from weekly. This is a trend line. So I didn't want to block it. And this is a fair value cap. This is a big fair value cap that I'm thinking that market will likely to like come to that to fill this imbalance. So that's why I mark this SBR, and so see how the fair value cap and the SBR align. So this is what I'm seeing. Market target from this OC key level here, this weekly OC key level. If you see this, that's mean weekly. If it is one key here, that's daily. That's how I use to identify. So this is my weekly key level. So this is how it goes. Let me just show this. So from weekly, I think this was my last. So I didn't find any daily CRT here. What did I do as a rule sheet? So I now see this rejection from this OCK level. Market rejected from this OCK level, and I mark it as what? As my daily key level, right? So what am I going to find on for H4? That's my breakout. Let's not talk. What's up, MTN? Okay. Let's just see something. Okay. So this is the key level here. So when I see this on my H4, what am I going to see? I'm just looking for this rejection here. No, I mean this breakout. So this is type 2 breakout, or is it type 3 here? So that's it. So when I found this change of character here, this is it. If you could see this, like I think sometimes yes, that's why I'm even like it gives me that shock. Are you seeing? This is how they type. This is how the breakout form. This is our last break, and this is the break, right? So if you agree with me, you can go with this H2. So fine. This is our breakout on 4. So what did I do? So I now mark this. So this, let me show something. After I mark this, when market touches my H4 key level, I didn't just take in, go in. Our rule says what? That's our 15 minutes, right? So what did I do? Let me save the chart. Let's see where I enter. So I switched to the line chart, I think. Couldn't remember. If I found the before and after, I'll drop it here. I think I use this. Wait, I use this as my breakout. I use this as my breakout. I think it's on 15 minutes. It's on 15 minutes. On 5 minutes, I take in for this buy. Yeah. If you went to 1 hour, you found out the liquidity and everything here. So that's how this single candle here, that's how I take in. That's how I take in my SL little bit here. So that's how I take in this. That's how I take in. I think I target this high here. This high here. That's it. So doing what? This also, like, let me see, shocked me. I was a little bit confusing. I found out this trend line liquidity here, and here is daily. Also no, I use this. Yes, I use this. Or is it this name? Here is daily rejection here. Daily key level here. This is my daily key level here. So, and this CRT has been, like, it's not valid CRT because it didn't close above that first candle, that first bearish candle. So even though if it is like this, what are you be looking at the H4 time frame, the breakout, right? So see how the key level here, see the key level here. I was anticipating that, like, here is my breakout, right? And mark all this possible key level here, and this apex here. I was waiting for the market to come. So, and my liquidity here has been found, guys. Normally I didn't use this SBR or what they call it, breakup block. So, and here is my liquidity has been found. Here's my liquidity has been found. So, and I came and found this. Wait, let me cancel this so that let my chart not be going too rough. This is not going too rough. So, when I found this, I think is it daily trend line. Are you seeing this trend line? I was like, the market is it bearish again or? So I didn't know. Even though I switched to the line chart, this is the last break. So change of character, key level, break of structure. So and then finally I said that let me just follow the trend line. So that's how I changed. I cancelled that order, even though I've not been tapped. So I now cancel the order, and now all this my target are close. So that's how I mark the CRT high and my CRT low, and this key level I can leave it like it uses this HPR. No, I think it's this that I use. I use this key level here. So let me just go with the trend, right? So 15% of the CRT. I does not normally target the. So this is my 50% CRT half. So that's how I go with it. I don't normally target the last. Normally, if it is H4 CRT, I normally target the week. I mean, if it is H4 CRT. So this is how I came up with this lovely chart. Let me just show you something. I even, let me say, SL don't touch me. So let me just show what I'm seeing. So when this week was out, my rejection, so I now see this breakout. So that's how I marked all my, this is QM, and this is Apex. I was like waiting for market to come there so that I'll take in for my sell. So this is how I take this as what, as my liquidity. So this rejection came, I didn't enter. So I just quickly rushed into my what, rushed into 15 minutes for like more. So here's the week. So I'm not switch. If you could have seen, this is a, I think this is my breakout. This is my what? This is my 15-minute breakout. If you have seen. So this is how I think I use this as my liquidity. If you went to 5 minutes or 3 minutes, I now use this as mine. So that's how I stop myself. But fine. I now say that's true. I now go back to that H4. I was like watching for like what market will do again. So market now. Let me just show you this CFT again. So here's the week that I stop SL here. This is the week. So I now see another week again. And I see another week. I think it's easy yes on Monday. So this is how patient is everything in this industry. So this, what are they calling itself? This rejection now, like, are you seeing these two CRT in one? So I didn't know you are seeing me. Yeah, you are seeing this CRT, two CRT formed. So that's how to tell you the how valid this this thing is. So this is multi candle history, right? That's multiple. If you are going back to the beginning. So this is it. So I now we go for my H4. So here is this, right? So what am I looking at? Am I looking at this breakout, right? So this is my breakout, and this is what OC, and this is my apex. So let us use this as my apex. So finally market now come and tap this OC, and I see rejection, and then go to my 15 minutes. This is 15 minutes. On the 15 minutes, I can use this, and I can use this overall, no problem. So, and here's my liquidity. So this is how it is. That is what you see. You can target the middle CRT, I think is here or here, or you can target the 15%. As you know, my XT reward is always 7R. So this is it. This is my liquidity, my order block. And so if you found this video very interesting, please press on the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more updates. This is your boy signing off.